Yes, I can see that. You're definitely in desperate need of some negative energy removal, huh? Of course. Well, I appreciate you coming in to contribute your negative energy to our scientific research. The Institute greatly appreciates it. And in return, you have all this negativity removed, and I'm going to be putting in, as you probably got all the information about before in the brochure, putting in some positive energy to fill in kind of those spaces. Yes, of course. Yeah, well, I'm going to definitely get into the removal and replacement part in a second, but I have a couple questions for you first, if you don't mind. Excellent. We'll get comfortable. I'm just going to pull up my computer here. Pull up what we're gonna be seeing here. I've got your personal info, first name, last name, address, date of birth, all that fun stuff. But I have some questions to ask you regarding some of the removal process, okay? So question number 1 is, if you don't mind sharing, could you briefly describe some of the reasons that you think might have brought about all this extra negative energy? Well, whatever you're willing and comfortable with sharing. It doesn't have to be detailed. It could just be, stress, a change in work, a big move, a big event coming up. Okay. Yes, that does tend to cause quite a lot of stress, negative energy. Okay, so it's a big deal then, for sure. Okay, yes. Well, for anyone, like, that would be a lot of stress already, but on top of all these things that you're saying that have been these setbacks, it's making it a lot more difficult, a lot harder. I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope that this removal and replacement session will do you a lot of good. Thank you. Excellent. Next question is a simple one. Have you ever been to the Institute before, or to another company who does negative energy removal, replacement collection services, anything in that realm? No. Okay, first time. Not a problem. Did you have any questions for me about how the process goes? Yes, you did read that right. So, as per the information, you basically are not going to have all the negativity removed. If you remove all the negative energy that you had indiscriminately, then you're going to, start to feel sick almost, like physically, because your body and your mind just can't handle the sudden shift from lots of stress to maybe being super happy with all this replaced energy. It's also just not human. It's not realistic to be 100% happy all the time. Or yes, 100% negative. A lot of people are generally in that middle somewhere, or more on the end of trying to be more positive. Yes, exactly. Was there any more questions then, my dear? Not a problem. Let me know if at any point in the process if you do. Alright? My final question comes down to your selection of what you would like to be the positive energy that we replace in your energy field. Yes, so it's nothing specific, because with the Institute, we can collect lots of negative energy of very specific types for our research, but at this point in the process, we can only replace very general, generic positive energy back in for you. So, we can't do anything that's super personal to you, like personal memories, things like that. But we have a selection of things like happy animal videos and maybe a warm summer day, general, like happy visits with friends, going to museums, like nothing that's super specific towards you, but things that make people happy in general. And that's why I'm going to get you, to pick a couple so that then at least, the things you enjoy that might make you happy, bring you joy, but they're not going to be anything specific to exactly what is happening in your life, if that makes sense. Good. Okay. Well, I'll go through the list here quickly for you so we can get started right away. So, yes, we've got cute animal videos, so we won't input the videos into your energy field in your mind, obviously, but the thought and the feeling that is elicited by watching these cutesy videos. Yes, and then next we have the feeling. These will all be like the feelings of, okay? Receiving an unexpected gift from a friend. It could be the smell of baked goods in the morning. I have that first sip of coffee or tea first thing in the morning. It could be the sound of rain pitter-pattering on a metal roof while you're all cozied up inside with a book. It could be the feeling of getting to make a meal for family that you haven't seen in a long time. It could be the excitement leading up to a big trip that you've been wanting to go on forever. Okay, so I'll pick, you can get 3 yes. Okay, so number, okay. And what's the second? Okay. That sounds lovely. And third, please. Okay, good choices, I like that. Alright. Well, those are excellent choices, my dear. I'm gonna finalize those there. Great, so they will load in to my machine that looks a little strange that you see on your left here. Yeah, so how it basically works is, we pick things on the computer, it generates it into the machine, and it kind of generates those wistful aura tidbits that kind of make up all these different energies, feelings in your field. No, we only generate the positive ones. It would be very, if I'm being honest, bad for business if we were to put these negative energy into people. Yes, I don't see how that could happen. I think that'd be very, sad for people. Right. Well, if you don't have any more questions, we are going to get started right away, my dear. Excellent. Get comfy. And I'm just going to grab my gloves and things here. I'm just going to be wearing these for the whole process. Very gentle, soft. Don't contain latex. Not that I will actually be touching you at all, but I will be quite close. So just so you know, hey? Okay. And you can feel free to have your eyes open, close, the whole process, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you want to look past me, you want to look at me, some people do as well. It's not a problem. I'm going to begin, if you're all set, by just doing a first little exam, massage of your energy field to make sure that I know what pieces of negative energy I want to extract. Because of this everything going on with what you were saying you think is causing all this excess negative energy, I'm only going to be pulling the bigger strands out, okay? Because I can even see here, if you don't mind me getting right into it, places like, say, here, there's a little tiny bits of speckles of negative energy. But that often is more so to do with, being upset because, the weather is not great out, or you dropped, something on the ground at your house and it broke. These little things, right? But these bigger strands that I can see weaving their way through here, it's definitely to do with bigger events, bigger emotions, a lot of long-term emotions as well. Exactly. These little speckles are just speckles in our life, They're not formed over long periods. They're more so just a brief moment of agitation, sadness, frustration, fear, but they're very brief. Some moments where I'm just going to be quietly working away, so don't feel like you have to talk if you don't want to. Not a problem. Relax. That's good. That's what I'm hoping for. Well, I can see now a little bit better what I'm working with. We got some big strands up here, one down here, some over here, maybe one or two up here. So there's some bigger pieces, but there's not that many, thankfully. So are you okay if I start the extraction process? Excellent, thank you. Take my time with it. Yes, so, well, essentially we use it to research what makes up energy in general. Oh, I got the first one here. What makes up the negative energy specifically? There we go. I'm just going to be putting it into my sealed containers there. Excellent. It's kind of like a container machine that sucks it up and then it seals it so they don't get out. Exactly. Yes, because we don't want to remove people's positive energy. We don't want to remove people's neutral energy. You know, the Institute has kind of discovered a way to research all of this while also, you know, benefiting the public. One way back here. Exactly. Yes. We'd love to study positive energies in the future, but because the tech and everything else is so new and a lot of people are not really into the whole energy thing, let alone, you know, are willing to be exposed to scientific study in a way. Yeah, so I don't think we'd get anyone who's interested in positive energy, even in little bits, being removed for study. We're hoping after a couple years that maybe we can garner enough interest, notoriety, let's say, in the public eye in the area, to then where we can have people who are in fact interested in, you know, everything that we're going to be doing. Okay. A couple more here. Good. Just a few more here, and then we're done the extraction. How are you feeling? You're not lightheaded or anything? Okay, a little bit. It's okay, that's a little normal. It's expected, but I won't remove much more because I don't want to make you, feel unwell or anything. So interesting. Yes, well, the whole point of our research is to also help those who need a little bit of positivity. And I don't think making you feel unwell is going to help. Okay. Oh, I just missed a little bit this last one here. I think it just broke. That's okay. There we go. Excellent. Okay, my dear. Feeling okay other than that little bit of lightheadedness, huh? Okay. Excellent. Well, I can see here where there's these little spaces that we now need to replace or refill with this positive energy, okay? Good. So I'm all loaded up in my machine here. I'm going to be pulling them out, kind of adding them back in, and then just lightly massaging it back into your energy field so it kind of all mixes in there and it's all set for you to go. Alright? Yeah. It's kind of hard for you to see. Only some people kind of have the sight to see it, but these are very bright, very beautiful looking. Just gonna push this in here. Positive energy strands, okay? Add that right back in there for you. Massaging in a little bit. I'm gonna put all of them in and then do the final massage, okay? Next one. Next piece. Good. Let me know how you're feeling, dear. Might not feel many changes at first, but the longer they sit in there and kind of stew, for lack of a better word, in your aura, I think the better you're gonna feel. Okay. Oh, there again. One more there. And finally, I think there's one more here. Last one. Okay. This will be a long one. Okay. Starting to feel lighter, a little more relief. Amazing, dear. Well, I'm gonna let you go and rest in the waiting room soon, but let me just get this all in here. Okay. Yes, so you have to go wait in the waiting room for about 15 minutes just to ensure that you can call the front desk or someone if you feel like more lightheaded, like you're gonna faint. It's very uncommon, but it can happen for some people if it's such a big change. But it doesn't really happen. Yeah, it's more so people who have had maybe a lifetime of negativity, a lot of hard to deal with things in their life. They tend to be the ones that have a very strong, response to this. One more minute here. Almost done. Just making sure that everything properly massage into your energy field here. Okay, one final sweep. 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Feeling okay, my dear? amazing. I'm glad to hear it. Well, it was my pleasure. Feel free to come back to the Institute anytime if you'd like a bit more negative energy removal and replacement, alright? We're very excited to get to work with your negative energy here, and it's going to go to a great cause. Excellent. Well, I will see you later. Go enjoy your 15-minute rest, and I will talk to you another time. Alright. Take care now, dear. Bye-bye.